Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. You know, I've seen a lot of budget home theater setups that try to cut corners with cheap soundbars or mismatched speakers, and honestly, they just don't deliver the kind of sound that makes movies and music feel immersive. If you've ever sat through a blockbuster only to feel like the explosions are happening somewhere else in the room, you know what I mean. That's why today I'm talking about the Klipsch Reference Premier RP-8000F II 2.1 home theater system paired with the Onkyo TX-NR6100 receiver. It's not cheap, but it's built to give you that theater quality experience at home. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. So, what makes this setup stand out? First off, the speakers themselves are built like tanks. Klipsch used their new Cerametallic woofers, which are more rigid and lightweight than traditional materials, so they handle high volumes without distorting. I've played everything from deep bass tracks to action movies, and the speakers just keep up without sounding muddy or strained. The LTS titanium diaphragm tweeter is another game changer. It's designed to produce clearer, more detailed highs, so you're not just hearing the sound, you're feeling it. And that big horn? It's not just for looks. It helps project the sound wider and more evenly across the room, so you don't have to crane your neck to catch every line of dialogue. Now, pairing these with the Onkyo TX-NR6100 receiver is where things get really interesting. This isn't some no-name unit, it's THX-certified, which means it's been rigorously tested to meet strict audio and video standards. That certification guarantees you're getting accurate sound reproduction, whether you're watching a movie, playing a game, or streaming music. The receiver also has 7.2 channels, so you can set up a full surround sound system if you want, or keep it simple with just the front speakers and a subwoofer. I've used it for everything from late-night movie marathons to weekend gaming sessions, and the difference in clarity and depth is night and day compared to my old setup. One thing I really appreciate about this system is how easy it is to customize. The RP-8000F II speakers are designed to work well in different room layouts, so whether you're setting up in a small apartment or a larger living room, you can adjust the placement to get the best sound. The Onkyo receiver also has built-in room calibration, which means it can automatically adjust the audio settings based on your room's acoustics. I ran it once, and suddenly my living room sounded like a proper home theater. No more fiddling with knobs or guessing which speaker is out of balance. Another practical benefit is the build quality. These Klipsch speakers have a sleek, modern look with that signature spun copper finish, but they're not just pretty. The cabinets are made from high-quality materials that reduce vibration, so you're not getting any of that annoying buzzing or rattling that plagues cheaper speakers. The Onkyo receiver, meanwhile, has a solid metal chassis and plenty of connectivity options, including HDMI 2.1 ports for future-proofing. I've had it for months now, and it's held up perfectly, even with constant use. Let's talk about real-world use cases. If you're a movie buff, this setup brings out the subtle details in soundtracks. Think the rustling of leaves in a forest scene or the distant chatter in a crowded room. For gamers, the surround sound makes it easier to pinpoint footsteps or enemy movements, which can be a huge advantage. And if you're into music, the clarity of the highs and the punch of the bass make it feel like you're listening to a live performance. I've even used it for parties, and the volume levels are impressive without any distortion. It's one of those systems that disappears into the background, letting the content shine. Now, I won't lie, this isn't the cheapest option out there. The Klipsch speakers alone are an investment, and adding the Onkyo receiver pushes it even further. But if you're serious about audio quality and want a setup that will last for years, it's worth every penny. The only real downside I've noticed is that the speakers are pretty large, so they might not fit in every room. And if you're not into setting up a full surround sound system, you might find the receiver a bit overkill for your needs. All in all, if you're tired of settling for mediocre sound and want a home theater system that actually delivers, this Klipsch and Onkyo combo is a fantastic choice. It's built to last, sounds incredible, and makes every movie night or gaming session feel like a premium experience. If you're curious, check out the link below to see the full setup on Amazon. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.